Do you want to run faster without destroying your legs? Do you train hard but don't improve? Do you feel tired all the time and think you need to do more to see results? Stop right there. You're making the same mistake as 90% of runners. And the worst part, you don't even realize it. Elite runners use a method that allows them to run faster, improve their endurance, and avoid injuries. You're doing the opposite, and that's why you're not progressing. What is this method? Why is it revolutionizing the running world? And how can you apply it right now to improve without increasing your effort? The answer will surprise you. Let's find out. Most runners train the wrong way. Why? Because they run too fast on easy runs and too slow on intense workouts. The result? They don't improve. This is where polarized training comes into play. The method elite runners use to maximize their performance without overloading themselves. This system is based on a simple idea. Not all training should be the same. Instead of running at a moderate pace all the time, training is divided into two extremes. A lot of easy training. Most of the time, you should run at a comfortable pace without fatiguing your body. A little high-intensity training. On key days, you should push yourself to the max. Imagine a pendulum. If you leave it in the middle, it stays still. But if you move it between two extremes, energy flows, and the motion becomes much stronger. That's exactly what happens with this method. Alternating extreme paces creates a brutal effect on your performance. Now, how does this translate into numbers? Very simple. 80% of your training should be at low intensity, and only 20% should be at maximum intensity. The mistake most runners make is training in the middle zone. That uncomfortable pace where you're not improving endurance or speed, but you are accumulating fatigue. It's like trying to accelerate while keeping the brakes on. The best runners in the world know this, and that's why they follow this method. But why does it work so well? The answer lies in physiology. When you run easy, you improve your aerobic endurance, strengthen your heart, and make your muscles work more efficiently. It's like building a strong foundation before adding floors to a building. On the other hand, when you train very intensely, you develop your anaerobic capacity, increase your speed, and improve your running efficiency. This balance is what allows elite runners to run fast without exhausting themselves. And the best part? You can do it too. But before we see how to apply it, there's something you need to know. The big mistake that's ruining your progress. And the worst part? You're making it without even realizing it. If you run too fast on easy runs, you're sabotaging yourself. If you run too slow on hard workouts, you're sabotaging yourself. And if you always train at the same moderate pace, you're dooming yourself to stagnation. This is the mistake that 90% of runners make without realizing it. Running in the middle zone all the time. Think about it. You go out for a run, and without realizing it, you run too fast for it to be an easy run, but too slow for it to be a truly demanding workout. The result? You don't improve your endurance or your speed, but you accumulate fatigue day after day. It's the worst of both worlds. You don't run easy enough to recover, nor hard enough to improve. You're just wearing yourself out. And here's the worst part. You think the solution is to train more. You add more miles, more sessions, more effort, but you still don't improve. Do you know who doesn't make this mistake? Elite runners. Eliud Kipchoge, Mo Farah, Jacob Ingebrigtsen. They all train polarized. 80% of their training is absurdly easy. So easy that it seems like they're doing nothing. But when it's time to train hard, they go all out. Now tell me, what do you think happens when you apply this method? Less accumulated fatigue, lower risk of injury, better performance in less time. This mistake has ruined the progress of thousands of runners. But now that you know, you can stop making it and start improving for real. The key is understanding how to apply this method correctly. Because if you do it right, in just a few weeks, your body will feel stronger, your endurance will increase, and your speed will improve without extra effort. Now that you know the mistake that ruins your progress, it's time to see why polarized training is so powerful. This method isn't just a theory. It's scientifically proven and used by the best runners in the world. The benefits are so big that when you apply it, you'll notice a brutal change in just a few weeks. You'll run faster without feeling exhausted. Think about this. When you run easy, your body becomes more efficient. Your heart, lungs, and muscles learn to use energy more intelligently. That means when it's time to run fast, you can do it with less effort. Fewer injuries, more consistency. Injuries ruin many runners. But guess what? Almost all of them come from too much fatigue. If you reduce the intensity of most of your training, your muscles, tendons, and joints will have more time to recover. The result? Less pain, fewer aches, and more consistency in your training. You'll increase your endurance without even noticing. Running at easy paces improves your body's ability to transport oxygen. And the more oxygen your muscles get, the farther and faster you can run. Your body will become more explosive at key moments. When you train hard at the right moments, you develop power, speed, and the ability to sustain high paces. That means in a race or a key workout, you'll be faster and stronger. It's a virtuous cycle. Run easy. Recover better. Run faster. Avoid injuries. Improve without extra effort. Now that you know why it works, let's see how to apply it to your training starting today. The theory is clear, but how do you actually do it? If you want to apply polarized training, you have to follow this golden rule. 80% of your training should be easy, 20% should be intense. Here's how you can structure a typical week. 4 days of easy runs, at a comfortable pace where you can talk without a problem. 1 day of high-intensity training, short intervals, sprints, or hard efforts. And 1 day of fartlek or hills, mixing hard efforts with recovery. 1 day of rest or recovery jog. The most important thing, resist the temptation to speed up your easy runs. If you run too fast on them, you break the balance and lose the benefits of the method. Think about this. If your easy runs are truly easy, you'll feel fresh for the hard workouts. If your hard workouts are really intense, you'll improve much faster. The combination of these two extremes is what makes polarized training work, but only if you apply it correctly. If you've made it this far, you now have a method in your hands that can change the way you run forever. Now, all that's left is for you to put it into practice. Try polarized training for a week and let me know in the comments if you notice the difference. Do you feel less fatigued? Are you running faster without extra effort? I want to hear about your experience. And if you want more videos with powerful strategies to boost your performance, subscribe now and turn on notifications. Don't let mistakes keep holding back your progress. See you in the next video.